Hey guys, welcome to my channel, CokiCreative. I'm Elena and this is Koki. Today I have for you a super cute pastel base game home. There's not much to say about it other than it's super cute, it's tiny, and it's available now to download in the gallery under CokiCreative. Without further ado, stay tuned and check out that speed build.
So here we are in Newcrest. I really like this 20 by 15 lot right here and the one right next to it. I tend to use this lot a lot because it's perfect for tiny homes and it's perfect for starter homes. So if you're looking to build something small and you want to make sure you keep it small, try to use a 20 by 15 lot. It's really easy when you have building a starter home in mind to keep adding room and another room, and then eventually it just becomes a normal size lot and build, and that's not what you want. You want to have a tiny home. So that's always kind of what I do. And you can always move it to a bigger lot if you want to do more landscaping or add more outdoorsy kind of stuff. But, you know, to build, this is a great little lot. Anyway, onto the build. I wanted to do all base game. I thought it's been a while since I've done it, and I wanted to do something different than I've done in a while. So I went with kind of a pastel base game home. And normally my base game homes are a little bit more traditional or they're modern because that's kind of what the base game comes with. So I wanted to do something that a little bit outside of my comfort zone. So that's why I went with these like pastel colors. I do build with a lot of colors usually, but not usually this soft of a color palette. And I ended up having a lot of fun with it, with like these light pinks and yellows and blues. And here I'm adding a lot of hanging plants from the windows. And what I tried to do was put on like a blue wall, I tried to put yellow flowers, and on the yellow wall do blue flowers. So I was kind of playing around with like alternating colors and yeah, kind of keeping things a little bit interesting for the eye. So here I also have like a little driveway because I wanted to have a car in this build, even though The Sims you can't drive, which kind of sucks, but I still wanted to like add that because I think it looks really cute. So I use, you know, a debug car. I'll do that in a second. Here I'm just adding some flowers, some bushes. And I chose this car because I imagine the person that lives in this house kind of has a little bit more money, even though it's one or two Sims. And it's small, but I imagine this is like their second house when they finally are able to afford like a good place for themselves. It's 55,000 simoleons, something like that. So yes, it's not a starter home, but it's good for if you're still starting out. You know, they have a job, they're doing well. And so here I'm adding a lot of lights outside because I want this little outdoor space. They don't have a lot, but I wanted it so if you have friends over, you can lay outside together. I had those chairs match the outside colors of the house. I wanted to add flamingos because I thought this was like a perfect house to have flamingos and a little gnome. So here I kind of played around with the layout. I wanted it to still feel like really spacious, even though it was really small. And I wanted to still feel really natural light, really light and airy in there. And first I wanted to do the kitchen, which I always start with the kitchen, and I was really excited I got to finally use these pink countertops. I really like them, but they just haven't gone with any of the builds I've done recently, and this was my opportunity to finally use the pink countertops. And surprisingly, so I put the blue tile that actually we got in a update like a couple months ago. I wanted to do that for the backsplash, and I wasn't sure if it would go well with the pink, but I think it looks really cool with the pink and the blue together. You can disagree, that's cool, but I'm happy the way it turned out. And here, I also wanted a ton of storage in the kitchen, even though it's really small. I still feel like if I had this kitchen in my house, it feels doable, especially one or two Sims. It has a ton of cabinets to put like pots and pans in and stuff like that. And I added a neon sign because the colors just kind of went so well. And here I have, I'm really happy I was able to fit this in there, but I have a table, fits 3, and then I use this Day of the Dead like shelf thing that we got a while ago for the Day of the Dead like challenge. It's been a while since I've done that, but anyway, the only thing that can fit in there actually are the skulls and like those magic beans. But what I did was I used that red shelf to put other stuff in there too, because I like the way it looks. Even though it has skulls on it, I kind of still think like the colorful skulls and stuff goes with the rest of the house. So that's why I kind of decided to put that there. If you see that plunger, and if you're wondering where I got it, it is in the debug menu. So if you want to add a plunger, I don't know why I like to do that. I just think it's an extra thing that makes houses look a little bit more realistic. And here I put some toiletries. I figured they don't have a lot of storage space in the bathroom, so put a little shelf above the toilet, even though that in real life would probably be a little inconvenient. I guess you could step up on the toilet to get the nail polish, but anyway, it works for The Sims. And here I move on to the bedroom. I wanted to be really cozy in there and really colorful. So I added different colors to each wall. I put these like, they're supposed to be for bathrooms, but I don't care. There are no rules. So I put them kind of as like, I imagine they might have some clothes in there too. And here is a little shelf. So if you do have 2 Sims living here, remove that shelf so they can both sleep on both sides of the bed. If the shelf stays, you can only get to the right side of the bed, unfortunately. I discovered that after I already uploaded it to gallery and I didn't feel like redoing it. So if you're wondering, that's what that is and why that's happening. Anyway, so now out to the living room. I use this really pretty wallpaper that has like a little bit of flower texture on it. And then I made my own sectional since The Sims doesn't have a sectional available, which they really should. And because it kind of glitches in the corner of the sectional, I put that little unicorn there. I thought with the pastel colors, it worked really well. And there are no like pillows that you can use in base game, so it kind of worked. And then I wanted the living room to still feel really big. I did have when I was play testing, I had the welcome wagon come over, and I thought, even though they were annoying, great, I can test it out to see how everyone fits in the living room. And it went really well. I'm really happy with how many people you can fit in this house. So you could have a party here. If you like throwing parties in The Sims, this is a great tiny house for that. And even though there is no periwinkle inside the house, I still liked that rug. It kind of fit the best without being like too bright of a color. And here I move on to like this foyer area. I wasn't sure too much what to do, so I ended up adding a desk. I thought that kind of worked really well, especially if you do use this like as a student. And then that really cute guitar I don't put too often, so I thought this was a good opportunity. My little Alexa thing, Sim Alexa, I added that to the desk because it looked pink and fun. And then I put, just books, anything you'd actually find on a desk. My desk is always cluttered in real life, so it was kind of perfect. So yeah, and then I go to the outside. I add a grill. I add a space to fit more people. So if you have a party, they can all come outside. And here is a little bit of the outside of the house and a little tour of the inside. So thank you guys for watching. And if you have any suggestions for videos in the future, let me know in the comments below. Hope y'all have an amazing day. Goodbye.